Hey guys, this is Shayla's, and I'm going to tell you about the times that I've gotten drunk. Now, my first time drinking was something really like the little Smirnoff bottles, the ones that taste like a little Sprite with 5%, 5% alcohol in it. Nothing, right? Those are not the times I got drunk. The times I got drunk was towards New Year's. Two different New Year's. This one time, this was when I was still in college. And we, in this house, I got drunk in my house. And we went upstairs to my cousin's area of the house. And we're sitting there. Mind you, we're underage. Yeah, at the time, but you know how some family members are. They'll let you drink if, whatever. Because they're cool like that and they'll let you drink and it's okay. And also, I'm in the house. Where am I going? So, they decided to have Devil Springs. Now, this is my first time having Devil Springs. I had vodka, I had Henny, I had E&J, I had that stuff. That stuff doesn't bother me. Okay? Now, we had Devil Springs. We had it in a cup and then we had it with like a 50-cent soda. Like this 50-cent blue soda. I forgot what it's called, but we had that shit. We go up to the third floor of my cousin, pretty much their second floor, my third floor, the third floor to the house. We go up there, we meet my younger cousin. We go up there and meet up with my younger cousin who's on the computer. I was asking him, I was like, yo, you want to try something in the cup? He did. He was like, yo, this like rubbing alcohol, all this other stuff. He only had like a sip. He didn't really had too much of the cup. We had it. Me and my friend, who's pretty much like family too. Me and her had it. We had like 2 cups of that. No, 2 cups of that. And then my older cousin wanted her Bailey's. Never had that. Never had it before. Went downstairs, gave her her cup. My friend ended up getting a cup of it. Now, mind you, you do not mix light liquor with dark liquor. We had 2 cups of those springs already. And then she wanted some of the Baileys. So my dumbass sits there and has some of the Baileys with her. Mind you, we already kind of tore up because when we get to a certain point, we start being really funny for no reason. Like, we start laughing for no reason. We do stupid shit for no reason. It's just ridiculous. So, you had the Baileys. Baileys ain't for me. Like thick ass nail polish, and it looked like it would taste like thick ass nail polish, and it wasn't for me. I was like, Bailey's probably tastes like good with something with it, like something with it or something mixed with it. I don't know, but having it this straight wasn't for me. No, no. So after that, we rinsed out the cups, all this other stuff, and then we put Devil Springs back in our cup. Why did we do that? So after that, we're sitting there hanging all this stuff. I wasn't starting to feel too good, so I decided, because mind you, I didn't eat. Why? Because my dumb ass didn't eat. So I didn't eat, and we had like pretty much 4 cups to almost 5 cups. I had a cup and a half because I didn't finish it. So on the 4th cup, my cousin was like, "Oh, let's just go ahead and down it." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Alright, I can do that." Down that whole 4th cup. I was like, "Alright." Didn't down the 5th cup too much because like I said, I didn't finish it. I was already eyesight blurry as fuck. I can walk straight, mind you. I'm a weird drunk at that. I can walk straight. I pretty much made it to my little cousin's bedrooms and laid on my cousin's bed because I was out. I pretty much I laid on my bed, laid on my stomach because that's wasn't feeling good. Laid on my stomach, Next thing I know, I feel something lick my hand. Now my cousins and them, they just got this dog. Like when my cousin graduated back in 6th grade. They got the dog. I feel something lick in my hand, and then I feel something coming on the bed with me. I pretty much wake up and see a dog in my face. I'm like, oh, hey. Hey. Thank you for the dog breath. Thank you. um, and I'm still laying on the bed pretty much almost knocked out. My other friend, she's still partying with my cousins and all that stuff. Because pretty much, I don't know what it is about liquor, besides that I act really goofy and funny after that. But I pretty much, when it comes to liquor, I won't come out the clothes. I'll lay on the bed and just fall asleep. I was pretty much out for the count. I was done. Everything. Within 4.5 cups. Really, both my sides have people who drink like it's nothing. They drink liquor like it's fucking water. Okay? So, they wake me up. They was like, oh, we gotta take you downstairs and all this other stuff because you're gone. Like, I wasn't that fucking gone. I already knew how I got downstairs. My ass walked down the stairs by myself. They was like, oh, we're gonna be behind you because we don't want you to fall down the stairs. I was fine. I'd walked down the stairs by myself. I had complete synthesis, coherent synthesis. I sat there, went to the bathroom, and pretty much laid on my bed. My mom was telling me, get out your clothes, blah, blah, blah. Leave me alone. Why I'm in this intoxicated state, leave me alone. Leave the clothes on and let me just sleep. Because if you don't, I'm pretty much gonna procrastinate and still be half dressed. You don't want that. Just let me have the clothes on. She was like, no. So she gets me into whatever I sleep in, and I go to bed. My friend goes to sleep on the couch. So I was like, okay. The next morning, it snows. It's bright as fuck in my room. Mind you, I have blue curtains. And then on top of that, snow, and it's bright as fuck. My room is bright. I sit there and have a headache. I'm being told that I was fine. I had no problem. I was just knocked out upstairs. But there's people who live down in the basement. And the guy who lived down in the basement had nothing but straight double springs. Nothing mixed with it. Nothing. He goes and walks into the beam of the basement. He just pow right into the basement. I was like, I thought I was fucking drunk. But the headache, and then they were cooking, and then I pretty much let my friend out the house and opened the door. I felt like a vampire. I was like, why is it so bright? Why is it snowing? Why is it snow on the ground? Why is this? I was like, why? No. I'm pretty much like a vampire. I retracted back into the house so quickly because it was too bright. It was giving me a headache. I pretty much laid on the couch. I ate, laid on the couch, and didn't get up for the rest of the day. I was done. Still, I was like, okay, now we're drinking that shit again. You would never pay me to drink those things again. I'm like, no. Maybe now I can probably tolerate it because I drink. I was like, I drink more stuff. I drink something harder than that. I drink Jack Daniels, and that got me. I drink Jack Daniels. I drink gin. That shit burns. I was like, I drink stuff like that, and I probably can take those springs now. Maybe. I probably won't even do it. But on top of that, on the second time I've gotten drunk was New Year's, where my friend, she lived with her boyfriend at the time. So, I'll get to that part later. We go to my cousin's friend's house, and we're all sitting there drinking. We have Nouveau, we have Patron, we have all this other liquors and stuff. Mind you, around this time, I'm like not even in college anymore. This is like 2 years after I get kicked out of college. I'll tell you that story maybe some other time. I almost forget. We go over there. we're with my sister, my little cousin, and all this other stuff, and my older cousin. We all sitting there going to her friend's house, and you have drinks. We're sitting there talking. We're dancing. We're pretty much a big old party. We're dancing and all this other stuff. We have a couple of drinks, and then we play the drinking alphabet game, where you have to take an alphabet and you have to. No, not even a drinking alphabet game. It's basically, you know how I went to the store and bought whatever I went to the store, but you have to go in the alphabet order. So I went to the zoo and saw this. I went to the zoo and saw this and that. I pretty much was good. I was hot, sweaty. I was pretty much good until I got to the letter X. Fucking animal, you know what an X. So I had to drink because I didn't know no animal with a damn X. So we leave, me and my friend leave after we have drinks and stuff. Now, we two big girls. Two big, tall and short girls. We're walking down the block to her house. Actually, no, she wasn't even living with her boyfriend at the time. She ended up going back home to where she lived at before. So we go down to her boyfriend's house. We walk on there. Her boyfriend's not there, but her boyfriend's sister is there. And we're sitting there talking and all this other stuff. She goes into the bathroom. I'm done. I'm like literally sitting there. I have to focus on something because if I don't, I'm busting my ass. Mind you, there was still snow on the ground. There was snow on the ground this time. It's always when I'm done, I will look here that it's snowing. I'm like, whatever. So I'm sitting there. I'm leaned onto the wall. I'm like literally leaning on the wall, head down, falling asleep, feeling nauseous. I'm like, I am faded. Like, I'm lit. It's alright. Miraculously, we made it home. By some miracle. Let's see. I remember how we got home. My friend doesn't remember how we got home. So, while walking up the block into the sidewalk, our two big asses bump into each other. She almost goes over the gate. And I decided, and I'm cracking up because I'm the tall big one and she's short big one. So she bumps into me and I kind of don't move. But we'll look at my system. I will move because if you bumped into me and it bumped into me normally, I'm like a brick wall. I don't move that easily. So she almost goes over the gate and I'm sitting there cracking up. Mind you, there's a dog in that area of the gate and she doesn't like dogs. She would have sobered up real quick. So we're walking back up to my house. Walking back over to my house. And we get to the house. I go to the bathroom. I go back in there. I go back in here in my room. Get dressed to go to sleep. Whatever. I'm good. My cousin, well, my friend, pretty much my best friend, who was pretty much a cousin, she comes in. Basically, I don't know what happened after that, but all I know is that the next day my mom said, yeah, well, she walked into the table. She walked into the table, all this other stuff. She made it to the couch. I was like, oh, okay. It was like, I came in here drunk. I was like, how are you drunk when you know how you came home, how you got here, what liquor you had, and all this other stuff. I was like, how do you explain that as being drunk? She was like, maybe if I had a few more glasses and don't remember how the fuck I got home. Because mind you, we walked home in the snow. It was slippery. Cars and stuff would come in. I'm sure one of us would have got hit. God forbid that. But thank God we didn't. So she was like, I don't even remember how we got home. I'm like, bitch, we walked. I was like, we walked home and you bumped into me and you almost fell over that damn gate. Now, if there was a dog coming, we would have been too fucked up to be running. Oh, I have a story on that too about dogs and running. I'll get on that sometime next week or maybe Friday. I might give y'all a video on that. But Mm. So that's, she was like, I don't even remember how we got home. She was like, I remember going to my boyfriend's house. She said, but I don't remember coming back home from after that. I was like, I thought I was fucked up, but I was like, no, you're more fucked up than I did. And that's pretty much, we pretty much spent the whole day with each other and just talked about being fucked up and all this other stuff. Um, I could probably tell y'all about my college years too. It wasn't too interesting, but it was something. I'll let y'all know on that. I'll probably tell y'all further down the line. I'm not sure when I'm going to tell y'all that, but I'm going to tell y'all further down the line. Y'all get a story on that. So, but pretty much that's the 2 times I pretty much got drunk. Or just had way too many drinks. So, bye loves.